Hi there, I'm Joe Bannon, and today I want to talk to you about my town, Rancocas Village, in Burlington County, New Jersey. And I want to give you a little history and walking tour. So I'll start with a little bit of the history. The Lenape were the Lenape Indians, or Delaware Indians as they were frequently called, were the only inhabitants of the land when the first Quaker settlers arrived here from Northamptonshire, England in 1677. The town, Rancocas, got its name from Lenape origin, and it means star-like. One of the first settlers of Rancocas Village was Dr. Daniel Wills, who became the first physician to practice in Burlington County. He was one of the most distinguished men to arrive in West Jersey, having served as one of the land commissioners appointed by William Penn to purchase the land from the Indians. He purchased 500 acres in 1681 on the meadowbank of the Rancocas Creek, near what is now Centerton Road. His plantation included the sites of the first Friends Burying Ground and Friends Meeting House, erected in 1703, near what is now the Rancocas Creek. The western portion of Rancocas Village was purchased by Joseph Lundy and stayed vacant except for his own personal property until 1832, when a public road was built and other people started to buy in on his land and start building their homes here and making it a real village. Commerce was an important facet in shaping Rancocas as an independent town. Rancocas eventually had a lamplighter, a stagecoach service, a post office, and even 3 or 4 telephones. The village also had a grist mill, a blacksmith shop, a wheelwright shop, 2 general stores, a farm machinery factory, a butcher and a slaughterhouse, a barber, and candy shops. The village also had a cigar manufacturer, carpenter and builder, dressmaker, and a few doctors. Art and culture also played an important part in the development of Rancocas. It was an exceptionally cultured area and center for the arts in the early 19th century. The first literary society was known as the Literary and Philological Society, organized in 1814. Other social and intellectual organizations soon followed: the Beneficial Society in 1838 and the Select Literary Society in 1862. The Rancocas Lyceum, perhaps the most famous literary society in Burlington County, was organized in 1871 and met for a number of years in the schoolhouse. Its entertainments consisted of declamations, readings, essays, debates, etc. Shakespearean recitals were also given occasionally, and so capably that the Lyceum was referred to as the Quaker Theater. In 1877, they erected a building for their own use, which is the present firehouse. The first library was formed in 1859 and was originally kept in the hall over the blacksmith shop. And at a later date, the building was erected for the library in what is now my house. Which is pretty cool. Until Revolutionary War days, the Quakers were the predominant religious sect in the community. And until 1874, when the first public school opened in Rancocas, the Quakers were the only ones furnishing schools. Most of the businesses have become private residences. Rancocas cherishes its landmarks, heirlooms, and gracious residences, and has shown growth in favor of retaining its original charm. I feel like you've probably heard enough history, so now we're gonna go on a walking tour.
So right now I'm standing outside my house. I'm doing a voice recording because the audio got messed up. But you can see that little extension looking bit there. That's where the old library was. And people would walk up that brick pathway. You can't really see there. Go in there, get their books, have a good time. And yeah, the house itself is really pretty, as you can see. Right here I'm standing outside of the
old friend's school. So this is actually the second rendition of this building. The one you're seeing right there, that one was built in 1822. But the original school that stood on that exact same plot was built in 1703. And it was, believe it or not, an even more simple construction than what you're looking at right now. But yeah, now it's a veterinary teaching school. But they take really good care of it, so it's really nice to see. Now we're approaching the Rancocas Friends Meeting House. This served as a community center for the whole neighborhood for a really long time. They would gather here every Sunday for Mass, and then they would also have, feasts all the time here. And just like in the chapel at school, they've got opposing choir benches, so they would sing back and forth to each other. And there's a library in there too. It just served as a real community gathering space and a place for knowledge. Now here I'm standing outside of the firehouse, or what originally was erected in 1877 as the Rancocas Lyceum. It served as a place for them to have their performances, choir performances, plays, dance recitals, things like that. And then it was converted to a firehouse because they had a need for it. There was a big fire in the community a while after the Lyceum kind of died out, and they realized it was just a necessity to have one, so they converted it to that. And then in the 70s, I believe, it was converted to a community center, and that's what it serves as today. So that's the end of my tour and history lesson. I hope you enjoyed it, learned a lot, and have a good summer.